What's up everybody, Blazing Ace Nelson here, and it's time for another Dynasty Warriors 8 character analysis and walkthrough. Now today, much like 3 of the last 4 videos I've done, not only will I be featuring a character, but this is also going to show off another of the DLC weapons that's available for Dynasty Warriors 8. And if the track record holds, then you're in for truckloads of fun today, let me tell you. Anywho, let's go ahead and get us a decent stage to work on. Now, the character that I'm going to be showcasing today is one of the newest additions to the Dynasty Warriors roster as of Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends. That being Wang Yi. Now, Wang Yi as a character is interesting because not only is she, another female add to the Wei roster, but she also adds another facet to the story because she's another character that has some pretty significant interfaction connections. Now, whereas Pang De was, a Wei character whose early screen time in Dynasty Warriors was alongside Ma Dai and Ma Chao, because he was from Xiliang. Wang Yi is a little different in that her previous interactions with Ma Chao aren't as friendly. Whereas Ma Chao started off hungering for revenge against Cao Cao for, Cao Cao killing his father, Wang Yi has got a similar thing going on where she is going after Ma Chao because he killed her parents. So with her inclusion to the roster, it really adds another layer of depth to the story, another interaction that can have a pretty significant effect. Now, as for her weapon, for those of you that played her in Warriors Orochi 3 and in Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends, her weapons are a pair of scythes. But what I also want to do is again show off one of the new DLC weapons that's been added. That being the dual Stilettos, or the Emei Piercers. Let's go ahead and pick some decent music for this. And as soon as this cutscene goes past, we'll get right down to it. Alrighty, we all set to go? Let's do this. Now let's get to... Now, as you can see, her normal S string, her normal series of attacks, is pretty fast even without Godspeed attached to her weapons. Her charge 1 is a 2-part attack that works firstly by stunning the enemy, and then, if they don't have a superior weapon affinity. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Let's try this. There we go. Now, not only does it stun, but it also puts the enemy into a special sort of airborne knockdown state. is an extension off of her short launcher, Charge 2. Come on, there we go. Alright, let's get over here to the eastern edge of the map, and we'll continue with this. Now, her EX attack, good range for a rushing attack, but the big thing about it is the fact that it is a rushing attack. It keeps her mobile, and her mobility is really one of her strong suits. Her Charge 3 is a stun attack that actually has a good amount of range. It's really good for crowd control if you're stuck in a corner. And if Wang Yi would stop trying to steal my kills. Alright, her Charge 4. It's a nice little shockwave. Has pretty good range on it, but not the best. And is again useful for crowd control. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now her Charge 5. Her Charge 5 is interesting in that if you can get to it, it'll pretty much come out instantaneously. 2, 3, 4. It's probably one of the fastest Charge 5s in the game, as far as activation goes. 4. The Charge 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She throws her size, and the charge attack itself guarantees elemental activation. It covers a good radius around her. And the only drawback is the fact that, you know, it's a Charge 6, which means you have to go through the normal attacks first. Her EX weapon is one of the speedier types, which allows for jump canceling. And her aerial charge attack delivers a shockwave when she lands that has a deceptive amount of range. Musou 1 is of course an advancing grapple. The secondary attack off of it actually does affect multiple opponents though, so it's not like the whole thing will target just one enemy. And as you can see right there, I had to use it because I almost got killed. Come on, open it up, open it up, open it up, open it up. Alright, let's see if I can find a pot, because I need some help. Oh, that'll work. Alright, now for her aerial Musou. All I can say is that's just freakishly sexy. Now, her R1 and Circle Musou, newly introduced for Dynasty Warriors 8, is a rather stylish sort of sidestep and slash attack. More like, you know, leaping over the enemy just to come back through and tear him apart. Ugh. Ooh, there we go. Well, since we've got the gauge charged up, let's go ahead and show off her awakening. So between being able to jump cancel all of her charge attacks as well as her normal attacks, with this particular weapon set you can actually get some pretty nice extended strings going. Going from her EX attack to various charges of different speeds and ranges. If you pay close attention, you can actually use each of her charge attacks to set up a different type of flow for the battle. One other thing that'll also prove very interesting about the twin size is that you notice how she started blocking right there mid-attack? That's a special property of those weapons. If you are in the middle of a normal attack, when another one comes in, then you'll instantly go into guarding. Good for if you're handling a bunch of enemy archers while you're trying to take someone out. Because that quick, instantaneous defense will come in handy. And aside from that, her EX attack is also really good for setting up her Storm Rush hits. Yay, Storm Rush! Now, for the last attack in her arsenal, the Switch attack. Nice little slide, which will of course bring us to the dual Stilettos. The standard attacks on these, even faster. Once again, no Godspeed on these bad boys at all. Now you'll notice that more often than not, you'll wind up using attacks that actually twirl the weapons, thus dishing out extra damage and extra damage and extra hits. The charge 1 for the Stilettos is an advancing grapple. As a grapple, it's unblockable. And even when she does the stab, the small little shockwave off of that actually will leave multiple opponents in the area in a short stun. The charge 2 spins the Stilettos for a short launcher. None too great on the range, but again, it's the multiple hits. That's what you have to keep an eye out for. The charge 3 you'll stick the opponent and basically use them to run around, kicking everyone else in the area, and the last of the attacks will stun your target. The charge 4 is a 2-hit foot sweep. Now, the charge 4 on this acts very similarly to the charge 1 on the Greaves. It'll leave your opponents in a special knockdown state that if you're fast enough on the buttons, you can actually OTG and continue the damage from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the charge 5, you'll twirl the weapons, running around in a wide circle, and proceeding to launch the opponent. If you follow up the charge 5 with another triangle, basically if you mash the charge attack while you're doing the charge 5, then you'll come up with one final roundhouse kick to actually knock the enemies away. Technically, you could say that would end your combo, but let's see. Let's make our way up the tunnel right here. 2, 3, 4. You could say it would end the combo, but you recover from the attack fast enough that you can actually catch the enemy while they're still bouncing. The charge 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 is yet another grapple, multiple stabs once you land it, and the final shockwave off of that will spread to every opponent in the area. So in a way you could say it's something of a ranged grapple. Now, for every non-grapple attack, for every non-grapple attack, you can jump cancel the animation. Thus allowing you to reposition yourself and go for more damage. You can also jump cancel after the very end of the charge 1, which is probably the only grapple that you can do that with. But where this weapon really shines, aside from the multiple grapples, is the switch attack. Lets off a brief shockwave. The switch itself is instantaneous, and switching back to the dual stilettos from any other weapon will give you a Lu Bu style attack power and speed boost. Now, you'll notice how most of the grapples actually put the characters on the ground, and that should effectively end the attack. Well, with this, you can use the switch attack to immediately follow up. And the switch attack you can actually use to cancel any, and I do mean any, of the dual stilettos attacks, whether it be the foot sweep, pretty much whether it be any of the striking charge attacks or the grapple charges. Another good thing about the stilettos is the simple fact that since they deliver so many hits so quickly, they're an absolute godsend when it comes to actually building up the awakening gauge in order for you to unleash the most powerful of Musou attacks. Let's see, there's the air charge. Get another stab. Yeah, these weapons pretty much say, hey, I like to assassinate people. Alright. Looks like I'm needed to provide reinforcements, so let's go ahead and get red hair where it needs to be. Now, the only drawback with the dual stilettos is that, in general, the range on these weapons isn't too great. So if you're not careful, you'll be leaving yourself wide open. And I mean wide open with almost no coverage whatsoever in the attack. You see how I'm here trying to attack, and again with the twin size, she goes right into blocking. That instant defense on those weapons is invaluable, flat out. Okay. Okay. I can work with that. Okay. 2, 3, 5. Now let's go ahead and get in another awakening just to clear out the grapple. Oh. There we go. Let's go ahead and try to get this stage finished off really quick. Switch attack for pickup. Oh no, 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 no. Bad old dude. Bad. There we go. Whew. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this cutscene because I don't like watching Sun Jian die. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm at 150 now. Wow. Nah, seriously, I can't thank you guys enough for the support. Big shout outs to all my friends at Team Hack and Slash, United Fighters Group, the guys from 2 Asian for You, That Bastard, of course. And as a quick reminder, next Thursday I'm going to be flying out to California, so I'll probably be off the grid for a while, unless you guys catch me at Anime Expo. And hopefully, when I get back from vacation, we'll be able to kick things off into high gear once again. So, until then, and at the very least until the next video, this is Blazing Ace Nelson, And remember, work hard, keep your head in the game, and if someone gets in your way, tell them you don't give a damn. I'll see you next time.